Mike Bohn joined now by Kelvin Gastelum, who fights Daniel Rodriguez Saturday, UFC Saudi Arabia. Kelvin, I know you're over there now. It's been about 4 years since you got to fight outside the United States. So how are you enjoying it so
Yeah,
far?
yeah, man. I got here a little early. Out here to Saudi Arabia. I've been here almost 2 weeks, just getting acclimatized and getting my body used to this side of the world. I remember fighting in Abu Dhabi, and I remember the acclimatization was pretty rough on me, and so I wanted to get it out here early and get that done and make sure it was done properly.
Yeah, I wish I could be over there for this fight. I've been there for a couple of the boxing events they've done. It just seems like they're
Oh,
so welcoming
nice.
to the fighters. They treat you guys amazing. Has that been your experience so far?
It had been amazing. I got received. There was people that received me, and they gave me like a bouquet of flowers. And I'm not gonna lie, man. I was quite smitten by it. I had never been given flowers, and it was pretty nice. I might
Yeah,
have
that's
to.
awesome.
I might have to make that a requirement anywhere I go from now on.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it might not be the last time you fight over there. I'm sure there'll be many more events to come.
You know what?
So
I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind it. Like you said, everybody's been super welcoming. Everybody's been going above and beyond to just make sure all the accommodations are done just properly. And that we feel at home. And so it's been very welcoming, very cool.
yeah, and we haven't seen you since December, and I think you were kind of one of the first fights like reported for this card. So have you been in a pretty long camp for this one? Does it feel like?
It kind of does. Yeah, man. We've been working pretty hard for this camp. I feel like this is my back's up against the wall a little bit, just because things haven't gone the way I want them to in my career lately. But as always, man, I'm coming into this confident in my abilities, confident that I put in the right amount of work, and just confident overall, man. I think I'm the better fighter overall. This guy's a tough guy, but I think I'm better. I'm tougher, and I just think I'm gonna come out with the win.
Yeah, and you kind of said there back up against the wall. You've been in some situations and you've always kind of got that key win. It feels like when you really needed it. Does
Yeah.
this feel like something different from those other moments? Is there different circumstances like nearing the end of the
Mm,
contract or anything like that? Or is it just you feel you
uh,
need to win because the last one
no.
was.
Yeah. Now I just this one does feel a little different. I feel I need a win. I need a win. I'm in a must-win situation. I think both of us are. I think loser goes home. Loser packs and goes home and doesn't sign with the UFC again.
Wow. Does that scare you a little bit? I mean, you've been with the company for, I think, a little over 11 years now.
Yeah. It does. But at the same time, you know what? I'm a man that always thinks positive, so we're gonna stay positive.
Absolutely. How's the experience getting down to welterweight this time compared to the last time when you hadn't done it in like 9 years?
Right. So last time we kind of just didn't know what we were expecting. This time we know exactly what we're doing. We know exactly what we're expecting, and we know what we're getting into.
Yeah. When you think back of the fight with Brady, I mean, did any of that like factor in terms of like comfortability getting down in weight, or do you just feel like that kind of wasn't your night?
It was definitely not my night. A lot of credit to him. He did a lot of things right. I think mentally, I maybe came in maybe overconfident, and just made a mental mistake, and it cost me. But all credit to him. He came out and he did what he needed to do to get the win. And yeah.
Yeah. And when you look at Daniel Rodriguez, I mean, we know he hits hard. You've been in there with some of the hardest hitters, and we know what your chin
Yeah.
is and all that stuff. So when you look at it and just be like, as long as I don't get caught with like a perfectly clean shot, you feel like you're pretty good here.
100%. I've fought. I feel I've fought way better fighters. I feel I'm the better fighter as well. Anywhere the fight goes, up, you know, standing on the ground, I think I'm better anywhere. So, yeah, there's a couple things he does really good, and just gotta stay vigilant on those things. And I think everything will be all right.
Yeah, and if you look through your social media through this camp, a lot of photos and videos of you working with Adam Fugit, who got a nice win on Saturday. Does that
Yeah.
like boost your confidence at all? Like knowing I worked so much with this guy and look how he performed, so that shows that I did the work too, and I should be able to do the same.
Yeah, absolutely, man. We both had a lot of talks leading up to our fights, and we're both like, "Oh man, we've been working so hard during these camps. We got to come out with a W." And Adam Fugit just is setting the tone, is what we told him. You're setting the tone so that I go out there and I finish strong.
For sure. And just last thing before I let you go, Kelvin. Obviously, welterweight fight here. You're back at welterweight. I know you're just thinking about the win here, but there is a title fight next month. Just give me your thoughts on Leon Edwards versus Bilal Muhammad. How do you think that goes down?
Ooh, I actually don't know how it's gonna go down. I just gotta give Leon his credit. I think he's phenomenal. I think he's really good everywhere. I think he's a great champion, and he is the guy that I got my eyes on. If one day we can face each other, it'd be amazing. But he's the man right now. He is the man. So I gotta give respect where it's due. But he's the goal, man. That's where we want to get to.
For sure. And it starts on Saturday with this fight. How do you think you beat Daniel Rodriguez? You said backs against the wall. Like I'm sure you want to do something impressive here. What are you kind of
Yeah.
thinking is your perfect scenario in your mind?
I go out there and I knock him out in 10 seconds. That's the best scenario.
For sure, man.
Get a nice
Awesome,
little
Kelvin.
bonus with it.
Yeah, no doubt, man. All right, appreciate your time. I know you got a lot of stuff going on over there, so hopefully you keep settling in well, and we'll see you in there on Saturday, man.
Thanks, brother. Have a good one.